Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is the intraday for Bitcoin. We're gonna see what's going on and what we might expect. So basically, we still, of course, in this leading diagonal here on the 1 hour chart where we have a potential wave A, and we have this very complex structure, which I believe it is a W, X, and a Y. Now, the wave Y, I'm expecting that this wave Y has started from there as a triangle ABC, and we're looking for a wave D and a wave E later on, and to unfold something to push for higher prices. So I'm still expecting, of course, this at least as a correction, ABC, to be unfolding to the one-to-one fib level, 1998K 770 and around it, which it can be, of course, a correction for a wave 2, turning the whole push toward the downside, which is the bear market here, as an ABC zigzag for a wave 1, and having, of course, this wave 2 as another zigzag, of course, as a diagonal, and having 3, 4, and a 5 continuation toward the downside. On the KGT indicator, we have a new signal for the bulls here, which is in a clear divergence we can see with the price. We can see clearly that we have a divergence that it is pushing toward the upside. This signal is, of course, showing some strengths right now with Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart, which is very interesting. And I believe, of course, this might be the wave D there unfolding for this triangle. Yeah, so the wave T has to be an ABC zigzag, and potentially the wave E is going to be short, having another divergence, I believe here, another signal, of course, for the bullish here on the KGT, and with a divergence that it might, of course, push a wave C toward the upside. By all means, I think that we're going to get some kind of a double signal here for the bullish as well on KGT. Once we get the wave E, we're going to get another divergence that is going to push something for high. So I would say the things are starting to get a little bit solved here after this complex structure. So we start to see some strengths, and we start to see some signal and clarity, I would say, with this W, X, and a Y. And we might start to see, of course, something pushing a little bit for higher impulsively. Of course, we're looking here for something as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to unfold at least as a zigzag. Now, if we break this level, if we break it decisively above the 98K 700, that means, of course, it might means still the wave 2 can be playing, but of course it depends on the structure. If we see something really high and we reach the 1.618, well, that will be very interesting to consider a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that means, of course, potentially opening a new high, a new all-time high for Bitcoin, but still, of course, too early, guys. But I'm just mentioning that if we break it decisively and we reach the 1.618, and we'll see a structure that is going to be continuous toward the upside, well, I might come back to the scenario on the daily that I mentioned today as well. So on the daily, we might be in this potential scenario. In this case, if we push really higher impulsively, something like this, well, it might be a new high, which it can be, of course, your ending diagonal with an unfinished bull run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for an ending diagonal. Yeah. So this is your wave 5, all of it. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah. So this is what I'm looking for, guys, in case this is going to unfold and it's going to show some strengths. So that will be the case scenario. But currently, I prefer, of course, to take the things step by step as usual. We'll see what's going to happen with this triangle first, and we'll see, of course, higher prices. Now, it is very evident here to mention that once we take this high here, this might be, of course, invalidation of triangle, meaning if the price push for higher, well, you gotta be careful. Of course, it can be something already pushing for higher here. It can be that the wave Y was very short, yeah, and then we continue simply toward the upside directly. But I doubt it a little bit. I think that the triangle will unfold as much better clarity here for this scenario, as a triangle, preferably to have it not directly pushing for higher, because I don't see a 1-2 here. Yeah, so because if we push directly for higher, meaning this is kind of a 1-2, and I don't see it yet. I see a zigzag simply here. Yep, so this is regarding Bitcoin, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.